My singing voice is terrible, so I'm not going to try singing Golden or Takedown or any of the other songs on the soundtrack.
Your voice is like...
Mockingbird, don't everybody have you heard?
No, it's much worse than that.
But I am going to review K-Pop Demon Hunters, the Netflix film that became a streaming sensation as well as a cultural phenomenon back in 2025. In fact, it became so popular that Netflix actually released it to cinemas with a sing-along version a couple of months after it debuted on the streaming service. Take that, Wicked for Good. Now, I'll admit I'm late to the K-Pop Demon Hunters party. After all, the film was released in June of 2025. But to be honest, I don't think I'm the intended or target demographic for this film. I mean, look at me. I'm a wizened Gen X movie fan with graying hair.
You know, for an old man, you ain't bad in a fight.
Thanks a lot.
What are you, like 80?
I do think the film is most likely aimed at younger viewers, by which I mean predominantly teens and early 20s adults, especially with its mix of catchy music and songs, bright and colorful visuals, and a story that is attuned to the modern zeitgeist, while also referencing traditional Korean lore or mythology.
Squid Game.
Now, don't get me wrong, I love animation, and I believe it's not only for young viewers. But one of the main subjects of this film, K-pop, is not something I'm too familiar with, other than the mega hit Gangnam Style by Psy about 13 years ago. So I'm comfortable in saying I'm not that hip or too in tune with the younger set or TikTok crowd.
TikTok, Twitch, Discord.
But never mind me. What about the film itself? Well, given the awards it has already won during this current film awards season, including the Critics' Choice and Golden Globe Awards, my wife and I turned to each other and agreed, we need to watch this.
When?
No, goddammit, no!
So what is the film about? Why has it received so much fuss and acclaim? It's all in the title, K-Pop Demon Hunters. That tells me there's going to be some K-pop, which is short for Korean-style pop music, as well as some plain old-fashioned demon hunting.
We must hunt this demon.
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
The opening narration establishes the story. Throughout history, there have existed successive trios of demon hunting singers who have kept all the demons contained behind a barrier called the Honmun. The current incarnation of singers is the popular K-pop girl group Huntrix, consisting of Rumi, voiced by Arden Cho, Mira, voiced by Mei Hong, and Zoe, voiced by Ji-young Yu. The demons, who are looking for a way to get past the girls, devise a plan featuring a rival K-pop boy band who call themselves the Saja Boys. The Saja Boys attracts many of Huntrix's fans and are led by Jinu, voiced by An Hyo-seop, who appears as a sort of dreamboat boy type. Following one of the early confrontations between Huntrix and the Saja Boys, a secret is uncovered. Confusion and suspicions and various conflicts then step in and complicate the girls' mission. Will they be able to stop the demons and win the Idol Award? The first half of K-Pop Demon Hunters is a fun and frothy collection of catchy music and visual jokes, including spot-on jabs at the allure and slick marketing of manufactured boy bands, as well as the adorable, if somewhat unhealthy, adulation of overly obsessed fans, both the young and the not-so-young.
Let's go while we're young!
The midsection does slow down a little, as it gives into angst-filled ruminations and the tensions arising from hiding one's true self. Though before you start looking at your watch or fidget a little too much, there's the typical action-heavy finish that resolves almost everything in the expected manner. Emphasis on almost.
Almost.
Almost. Almost.
Almost?
Why almost? Well, while there are some surprising and not unwelcome story directions, I do think some of the plot maneuvering and relationship patch-ups come across as a bit too easy. But I get it. This is not meant to be War and Peace or Gone with the Wind.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Oh, okay then.
The animation is a mix of modern Hollywood and traditional Asian styles. You can see the pristine colors and precision with which people and objects are rendered that's so typical of Hollywood. And then once in a while, in pops a facial expression or two, which is very reminiscent of Asian illustrations. The film's voice cast is made up mostly of actors of Korean descent, which is appropriate, of course. The most well-known names are likely Daniel Dae-Kim from the TV series Lost, as well as Hawaii Five-0, Ken Jeong from the Hangover films, and Squid Game's Lee Byung-hun, all of whom play supporting characters. The lead voices are less well-known, to me at least, but all voice their characters well, injecting plenty of pep and spice into the dialogue. And then there are the singing voices, which includes the likes of Lea Salonga, who was the singing voice of Princess Jasmine in Disney's Aladdin from 1992, as well as Mulan from 1998. The singing voices aren't too shabby either. K-Pop Demon Hunters was so popular on streaming that, as I mentioned earlier, Netflix released a sing-along version in theaters some 2 months after it first dropped on the streaming service. And then they did it once more, 2 months after that. While I wouldn't say it's the greatest animated film ever made, with a relatively slow midsection and plot resolutions that seem just a little too pat, I can certainly see its appeal to vast swaths of the population. It's a whirlwind of punchy music and song, girl power, swoon-worthy romantic interests, and of course, demon hunting and slaying. All in all, I found it pretty entertaining myself. I could even say it was golden.
Get the hell out of here.
All right, before I show myself out, how do I rate K-Pop Demon Hunters? Is it the best animated film of 2025, as selected by voters at the recent Critics' Choice and Golden Globe Awards? That can be debated, but I give K-Pop a score of 7 out of 10, which is a good film in my book. I now look forward to when the nominations are announced for this year's Academy Awards, honoring films released in 2025. For K-pop itself, look for at least a nomination or two in the Best Song category, as well as a strong likelihood of a nomination in the Best Animated Film category.
And the Oscar goes to?
A golden surprise, perhaps?
Finally, have you seen K-Pop Demon Hunters? What did you think of it? Which one is your favorite song? Leave your comments down below. And please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.